Hello everyone, welcome back. In today's session, we are going to explore an important and often overlooked factor in innovation, that is organizational culture and how it influences innovation driven by information systems. When organizations adapt new technologies or implement new information systems, success is not determined by technology alone. In many cases, the biggest challenge is not the system, but the people and the environment in which the system is introduced. This is where organizational culture plays a critical role. By the end of this session, you will understand what organizational culture is and how it impacts innovation and how organizations can build a culture that supports information systems driven innovation. Let's begin with the basics. What is organizational culture? Organizational culture refers to the shared values, beliefs, attitudes, and behaviors that define how people work within an organization. It influences how employees interact, how decisions are made, and how the organization responds to change. Culture is not something that is written down in a manual. Instead, it is reflected in everyday actions, communication, and practices. For example, in some organizations, employees feel comfortable sharing new ideas and experimenting. In others, employees may hesitate to speak up due to fear of criticism or failure. These differences are the result of organizational culture. Culture acts like an invisible force that shapes how work gets done. Now, let's understand what we mean by information system driven innovation. Information systems include technologies such as databases, cloud computing, enterprise software, artificial intelligence, and communication tools. These systems enable organizations to process large amount of data, automate routine tasks, improve communication and collaboration, make better decisions using data. When organizations use these systems to create new value, improve processes, or develop new services, it is called information system driven innovation. For example, companies use data analytics to understand customer behavior, automation tools to improve efficiency, and digital platforms to create new business models. However, simply introducing these systems does not guarantee innovation. The success of these systems depends heavily on the organizational culture. Now, let's explore the relationship between organizational culture and innovation. A supportive culture encourages innovation, while a restrictive culture prevents it. Let's look at some key characteristics of a culture that supports innovation. First one, openness to change. Innovative organizations are open to change. Employees are willing to try new approaches and adapt to new technologies. In such environments, change is seen as an opportunity rather than a threat. On the other hand, in organizations with rigid cultures, employees may resist change because they are comfortable with existing systems. Second one, collaboration. Innovation often requires teamwork. A collaborative culture encourages employees to share ideas, work together, and learn from each other. Information systems such as communication platforms and collaborative tools support this process, but the culture must encourage their use. Third one is risk taking, and experimentation. Innovation involves uncertainty. Organizations must be willing to take risks and experiment with new ideas. In a positive culture, employees are not afraid to fail. Instead, failures are seen as learning opportunities. However, in a strict or a blame oriented culture, employees may avoid taking risks, which limits innovation. Fourth one, continuous learning. Technology is constantly evolving. Organizations must encourage continuous learning to keep up with new developments. Training programs, knowledge sharing, and skill development are essential for supporting information system driven innovation. Let's look at some practical examples. Some organizations are known for their strong innovation culture. They encourage employees to experiment, provide resources for new ideas, and reward creativity. These organizations often adopt new technologies quickly and successfully. On the other hand, some organizations struggle with innovation because their culture resists change. Employees may be hesitant to adapt new systems, leading to failed implementations. For example, when a company introduces a new enterprise system, success depends not only on the system itself, but also on whether employees are willing to use it and adapt their work processes. Now, the question is, how can the organizations build a culture that supports innovation? Here are some key strategies for that. First strategy is leadership support. Leaders play a crucial role in shaping culture. They must promote innovation, support new ideas, and encourage employees to adapt new technologies. When leaders actively support innovation, employees are more likely to follow. Second one, open communication. Organizations should create an environment where employees feel comfortable sharing ideas. Feedback should be encouraged and communication should be transparent. Third one, training and development. Employees need the right skills to use new information systems. Providing training programs helps them feel confident and capable. Fourth one, rewarding innovation. Recognizing and rewarding innovative ideas motivates employees. This can be done through incentives, recognition programs, or career growth opportunities. Fifth one, encouraging experimentation. Organizations should allow employees to test new ideas without fear of failures. Pilot projects and innovation labs are good ways to support experimentation. While building an innovative culture is important, it is not easy. Organizations may face challenges such as resistance to change, lack of skills, poor communication, fear of failure. These challenges must be addressed carefully. Change management strategies, training, and leadership support are essential for overcoming these obstacles. It is also important to note that information systems do not depend on culture, they can also influence it. For example, collaboration tools can encourage teamwork. Data systems can promote transparency. Automation can change how work is performed. In this way, culture and information systems influence each other. In today's digital world, organizations must continuously innovate to stay competitive. Companies that successfully combine strong culture and advanced information systems are more likely to succeed. They can adapt quickly, respond to market changes, and create new opportunities. On the other hand, organizations that ignore culture may struggle even if they invest heavily in technology. Let's conclude this session. Organizational culture is a key factor in the success of information systems driven innovation. It shapes how employees respond to change, adapt new technologies, and contribute to innovation. A positive culture encourages openness, collaboration, risk taking, and continuous learning. By building such culture, organizations can fully leverage the power of information systems and achieve a long term success. Thank you for your attention. I will see you in the next session.